graduated in a graduating class of just over 115 or so. And so when I came to the University of Texas, it was 50,000 kids, and I thought it would be this like scary, like momentous experience.
The campus is extremely large. I mean, the population is humongous, so you kind of feel lost sometimes, even though you're around so many people.
My parents weren't too happy about me leaving home. We're a very close-knit group, but they knew that I needed to take this next step and were willing to support me.
It was a big decision because I've never been that far away from my family, so having to leave home was really, really hard for me.
I used to be kind of a hermit. Unless you would talk to me, I wouldn't say a word to you. One of the goals that I had when I first came to UT was to try and just initiate conversation with as many people as possible.
Oh, hey! My parents, as I imagine most parents are, were worried that I would just kind of get lost among responsibilities. Well, they were worried that in a school of 50,000, I would need my own microcosm, my own smaller group.
At Dobie, it was a smaller community. There was people that you saw on a regular basis and you would sit with, and you had to introduce yourself and ask them, what major are you in or what are you studying?
RA staff was very welcoming from the moment I stepped out of my car onto the curb during move-in date. And the roommates that I had that first year were great, and I'm still best friends with them today.
I think there was something, there was something about just being at Dobie Center, knowing I wasn't alone. It wasn't just me in an apartment by myself. There was security downstairs. There were RAs that were willing to help you.
I wouldn't say there's a really specific type of person at Dobie. It's just every walk of life, honestly, every walk of life. It's more so, I would say, people whose parents want them to go to an environment where they'll be able to meet other people, which is cool, and I really appreciated that myself.
One of the best things about Dobie is that it is in the middle of everything that Austin has to offer. You're right next to UT's campus. You're not even 20 blocks down from going to downtown. And you really feel like you're a part of the city as soon as you move in.
In the grand sense of responsibility, there were times when I would probably wake up 10 minutes before class. I really needed that closeness to kind of keep me being that student that would show up on time, but realistically is oh yeah, I showed up on time, I'm that kid.
I think my parents are really happy that I'm living at Dobie because they know I'm being fed. They know that I'm being taken care of. They know that they're getting their money's worth.
I think the difficulty of freshman year is that it's in ways you don't expect. There's a great value to having, an elevator that shoots you from your room down to the ground, only 40 steps between you and the door. There's a great value to having someone there to answer your questions if you need it.
Definitely, Dobie does give you the most bang for your buck. If you were to think about living off campus, you're spending about $10,000 to $12,000 when you look at everything: food, internet, water, cable. And then at Dobie, you're spending a lot less, and you have unlimited resources there.
Some of the closest friends that I've made since I've been in college have been from Dobie, and I'm pretty sure that even if we leave, we're going to continue that.
I decided to live at Dobie a second year, not only because I became a resident assistant, but because I wanted to take part in changing other students' experiences.
The fact that I could, go right back from hanging out with my friend, those 30 steps back to my room, and then go to bed. That's what made Dobie feel home. It was awesome.